Are we witnessing the slow unraveling of America's healthcare safety net, all thanks to a few calculated cuts from Capitol Hill? For millions of Americans, that question is no longer hypothetical, it's a rapidly approaching reality. Before we dive into the alarming details, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and allows us to bring you these critical updates. The news is stark. State Obamacare marketplaces are starting to feel significant tremors, and the cause is clear: the GOP-controlled Congress decision to end enhanced subsidies. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a fundamental shift that is already leading to millions of Americans dropping their health insurance coverage. Experts and state officials on the ground are sounding the alarm, reporting that the impact varies from state to state, but the trend is undeniable. Enrollment decline is expected to grow this year and continue well into the future. These policies, subtly embedded within what some have dubbed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, are now revealing their true, and potentially devastating, consequences for families across the country. Let's break down what's actually happening. For years, the Affordable Care Act, often referred to as Obamacare, provided a lifeline for many Americans who couldn't secure employer-sponsored health insurance or afford private plans. A key component of this was the enhanced subsidies, which significantly lowered the cost of premiums and out-of-pocket expenses for millions of individuals and families. These subsidies made health insurance accessible and affordable for a demographic that desperately needed it. However, the recent legislative actions by the Republican-controlled Congress have effectively phased out these enhanced subsidies. This means the financial assistance that made coverage attainable for so many has been dramatically reduced or eliminated entirely. The immediate consequence? Premiums are climbing for a vast number of people, and the cost of care is becoming prohibitive. When the cost of insurance becomes unaffordable, the logical, albeit painful, decision for many is to drop coverage altogether. This isn't a sign of people not wanting insurance, it's a sign that the market, as it now stands, is pricing them out. We're seeing this play out in real time. States that relied heavily on these enhanced subsidies, particularly those with a higher proportion of lower and middle-income residents, are feeling the impact most acutely. Enrollment numbers are beginning to dip, and projections indicate a continuing downward spiral. What does this mean for the future of healthcare in America? It means a potential increase in the uninsured rate, a reversal of years of progress in expanding coverage. When people lose insurance, they often delay necessary medical care, leading to more severe health problems down the line and, ironically, higher costs for the healthcare system when they eventually seek emergency treatment. This creates a vicious cycle that disproportionately affects vulnerable populations. We're talking about individuals with pre-existing conditions, families struggling to make ends meet, and young people just starting out who are now finding that essential healthcare is slipping out of reach. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, a piece of legislation that may have flown under the radar for many, is now demonstrating its tangible impact. While the stated goals of such acts often revolve around fiscal responsibility or economic reform, the human cost of these policies is becoming increasingly evident. The decision to cut subsidies was not made in a vacuum. It reflects a particular ideological approach to healthcare and the role of government. However, the real-world implications are being felt by everyday Americans who are now faced with difficult choices about their health and financial stability. This situation is complex, with varying impacts across different states. Some states have robust state-run marketplaces that might have some mechanisms to mitigate the effects, while others are more exposed. But the overarching trend is a growing concern. The erosion of the affordability of health insurance will undoubtedly lead to significant societal consequences, from individual health outcomes to the broader economic stability of communities. So, what do you think about this? Are these GOP cuts a responsible fiscal measure, or are they actively dismantling a vital safety net for millions? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The tremors are growing, and the foundation of our healthcare system is being tested. We'll continue to track this story closely.